Alright, welcome to the return. It's been a while, definitely. It has been a while, and there's a bit there's a bit of stuff I need to clear up before we get into any shenanigans in this series. So we'll go into the career mode first, but I'm going to be talking a little bit before we get any progression going. There's a few things. Obviously, I'm back from England. That is my player career that I'm doing. I want my Manchester United career, if I still have it. Everything's gone wrong with it recently, so if it's still in the game, at least that's a bonus. So, right, where do we start? So I was down in England. I had all the videos, scheduled to upload on the day that they were meant to upload. What I didn't realise was that I hadn't uploaded the double uploads for Saturday, or downloaded them onto my laptop off Twitch. Now, what I didn't know was that Twitch had changed something in the settings, that it is in fact now 7 days that your VODs save rather than 14. Now, I had absolutely no idea that that was a thing. So, for the record, I don't have the uploads ready to go, which is why there hasn't been any uploads this weekend. Well, Saturday, there wasn't uploads on Saturday. Sunday, I was just, rejigging, getting back to normality, back into where I live, obviously. But if you do want to see the results from the Saturday double uploads, I don't have any footage, unfortunately. We drew 3-3 against Bournemouth, and it was a very fun game to play if you like Rage. It wasn't a fun game to play if you like playing realistic FIFA, but if you like Rage and if you like just annoyance and anger, it was a great one to watch. Unfortunately, I now know that it's 7 days rather than 14 days. It would have been nice to know that in advance, but it is what it is. Also, before we go any further, I'm gonna say now outright for FIFA 23. I think I've already announced this, but we'll announce it again. FIFA 23, I'm not going to be getting it on launch. I'm not going to be getting it straight away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I get the new Xbox Series X. It's not really the new Xbox Series X anymore, but the Xbox Series X. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get FIFA 23 on there. But that won't be till about Christmas. So I don't know if I'll be doing FIFA 23 till about Christmas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this career mode like I planned, Season 3, and get the Euros done and all that. And obviously I'll go back to daily uploads now that I'm back. Get that done in the amount of time that I really feel like. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just do like little experiment videos, little different sort of things on FIFA 22 up until FIFA 23 comes out. Maybe just do other content. I'll do more Walking Dead again if you're watching on Twitch, which will be decent as well. But I messed up, and it is with a great satisfaction, however, that I will show you the Champions League group, because I had it on the other episode that didn't save. But now I know that Twitch only saves the videos for 7 days rather than 14, and I'm going to have to be more, I have to pay more attention to that, really. But the thing is, I won't be going away for a week like that again, probably, in this Manchester United career mode, so it ain't going to matter too much. But this was the group for the Champions League. We went through top of the group in the end after getting the win against Galatasaray in the final game of the group stages. Ignore that Juventus result. That's not important. They're not in the Champions League. They're out, so we aren't, and that's what's important. So taking a look at the other groups, if you already know and you actually watched the episodes live on the day before I went down to England, then you'll know this. And if you didn't, then they're lost to history, unfortunately. But Manchester City and Barcelona advanced from their group, with Hajduk Split going into Europa League and Sparta Praha leaving the competition completely. Monaco and Liverpool advance, with Benfica going to the Europa and Young Boys going out. Inter and Borussia Dortmund will advance into the round of 16, with Porto and Shakhtar exiting the group stage. Manchester United and Galatasaray will advance from Group D, which is actually surprising. I thought it'd be us and Juve, but Juve nearly got there, just not quite enough. Juve will go to Europa League with Ajax exiting. Bayern Munich, Sevilla will advance from Group E into the round of 16, with Fiorentina going into the Europa League, and the much loved, the much popular team name Abra15_0 will be out of the competition, unfortunately. Rip to them. Leverkusen and PSG will advance from Group F into the round of 16, with Red Bull Salzburg going into the Europa League and Club Brugge leaving. Real Madrid and Wolfsburg will qualify for the round of 16 at Group G, with Bergamo Calcio or Atalanta leaving the competition to go to the Europa League, and Lech Poznan out completely. And for the final group, Arsenal and Atletico Madrid will go into the round of 16, with Fenerbahce in the Europa League and PSV out completely. Babe, wake up, Cam went live. That's the reaction from everyone, really. Now, where was I? I actually don't remember where I was. We're in December. It's been a while since I touched this career mode. What kind of form were we on before I went? Were we winning at least? We were winning. We were winning league. We drew against Arsenal. We lost to Juventus. So we were kind of going down a little bit in terms of league form, which is great. And the league table will probably tell us the best form, really. Right, so we're 3 points behind Chelsea. We're still doing really well, except for that loss against... Who did we lose against? I know we got the draws, but who did we lose against? Oh, Leicester. I remember now. They absolutely outclassed us. I do remember now. Right, so let's get career mode heads back on. Let's try and power through this. Get to the end of Season 3. Play the Euros with Greece. And then we will... It's kind of just going to be random content, probably up until Christmas, which means maybe less streams, maybe less videos. But we'll see. So now that is out of the way, we have got West Brom today, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared, because last time we played West Brom, I think it was at I can't remember which stadium it was at, but we lost 4-1. They had 4 goals, we had 1, obviously, quick maths. We had 20 shots and they had 7, so I don't know how it was 4-1. One of the worst games I've played in FIFA, so I'm not really fully confident like I should be for this game. Player of the month, November, shortlist. Broya and James for Chelsea. Carlson and Aït for Wolves were the nominees, and Reece James will get that player of the month. We also have Fernandes with an injury. It's only a 5-day one, though. Is he out for this game, or was he out for the last game? Well, he seems to be back here, so he must have been out for the whatever game it was, the last one. Ozyman went and messed his knee up right when we were making our title push. Bottled it, absolutely disheartened. Ozyman, he's a bit of a rogue. He only performs for one Manchester United at a time. So, but the thing is, he hasn't been performing for me either, so I don't really know. What's the top scores looking like? We've got Bruno, our top scorer. Oh, we're sharing the goals about a bit, aren't we, this season? We've not actually got a concrete top scorer. Bruno with 5, Ozyman with 5, Bellingham with 5. And Alexander with 5. I wonder who's our top. I don't usually do this, but I wonder who's our top in all competitions. I'm gonna guess Ozyman. But it might be Bruno actually. Ozyman, 9 and 7. All right. Finlay Alexander, 8 and 10 already. This man's a machine. Man's a machine. I may consider a season 4 for this if I get bored between the end of this season and the end of next season. A king break from FIFA will probably do well, to be honest. Some Fall Guys and Walking Dead streams would be class. Love watching story mode type games. I was going to do Walking Dead last night, but I was too tired. But I will do, maybe tonight I will do a Walking Dead episode. Just keep a lookout. But yeah, I'm going to do this season, Euros, and then we'll see where we're at that point, which will probably mid/end October. So we've got a bit of time yet to indulge in this career mode a bit longer. So I'm going to stop talking because we're about 10 minutes in and we haven't actually got anything going yet. So we're going to go pick the squad for the West Brom game. Now, I'm going to take into account what I've got next actually after this, because that's probably the best way to pick this squad. We've got Wolves in 4 days and then Aston Villa in 3 days after that. So Wolves, they've not had a great season, but they didn't have a great start to the season. They're now in 5th. I've spoken wrong. So we might rotate a little bit for this one. Also, take a look at fitness. Will probably be a big thing here because we just played Galatasaray. I mean, we didn't just play them. I played them 9 days ago, or 10 days ago, but in career mode, we just played Galatasaray. So, Donnarumma, Kukureya, Hakimi, Guardiola, Meccano. Maguire's gone up another rating, by the way. He's still growing despite the fact that he's now 30. He's a bit of a madman. We're going to actually put Maguire in alongside Gvardiol. Bellingham, we'll start with McTominay. McTominay's 88, by the way. I don't know if this was recorded and I uploaded it, or if it was recorded and I didn't upload it. I can't remember which episode it was out of the whole shebang. But McTominay is now an 88. He is a little beast, and I'm considering, this isn't 100%, but I'm considering putting him centre back. It's just a little consideration. It's not anything concrete yet. It won't be till January. We get a massive CDM in, like Valverde or something, and we put McTominay centre back. Just an idea. It's not going to be concrete. Do I want to rotate anyone in? Was the question of the day. I don't really rotate Ronaldo just because vibes and that. 14 defending, not my gut. Luke Shaw can have a run out. Mazraoui can also. De Gea can't because I don't trust him at the moment. He's in his first half. I'm going to be shit for the season for him. LaCroix gets a spot on the bench today. I can't remember if anyone asked for a game, but they're not getting it, is my point here. Sancho. Oh, I forgot about fucking Sancho, man. I forgot about Sancho. And that's the reason why we're playing this formation, isn't it? Because Sancho's got a season-long injury. Well, I wonder if I could... Can you sell injured players? I might sell Sancho and get the money for him. He could be someone else's problem. Do I want to do anything else this team? I think we're good, didn't we? Nunez on the bench. I think we'll do that. So this will be the team for this game against West Brom. We've rotated a little bit, but we're not stupid. We do need to get back into this title race, so we're gonna actually go a little bit strong here. The West Brom team. Van der Voort would be a goalkeeper I would try to sign if I was doing a long-term career mode, but they've signed him, and he's actually got really good potential, so a good sign from West Brom there in between the sticks. Meluso, I can't read. Furlong at the fullbacks. Bartley, Carmo, and Ajayi the centre-backs. Bartley will captain the side. I'm surprised he's still at West Brom. Blanco and Teixeira as the centre midfield partnership. Grant left wing. Phillips right wing, and then Dyke up top. Donnarumma for us in goal with Shaw, Mazraoui full back in today. Guardiola, Maguire the centre-backs. McTominay, CDM. Bellingham will play just ahead of him in that centre mid position that he seems to have made his own this season. Fernandes and Alexander will be the wide cams, with Fernandes with the arm band, and then Ronaldo and Osimhen will lead the line here at the Hawthorns. We've had bad memories here. If it was at the stadium, I can't remember which stadium it's at, to be honest, that we lost 4-1 at. But we are trying to make Old Trafford a fortress this season, so hopefully we can continue with that. But today we were playing at the Hawthorns. There's a little less pressure, but it's also the pressure of needing to get 3 points. Who are Chelsea playing? Chelsea playing Leeds. Well, I mean, they've won. We'll put the Chelsea and City games on, actually. I was going to just put the Chelsea game on, but I kind of want to know both, because City are right there on our tails. I just turned the goal news off to put the same goal news matches back on. That is what we're doing here on Career Mode. I'm not used to this, because it's been nearly it's been over a week. I'm going to stop talking. We're going to get to the game. Osimhen has absolutely made a glass in my career. Bloody Pratt hasn't played a full month since I blew my transfer budget bringing him in. It sounds like Bellingham for me. I remember when I got Bellingham in at the start of Season 2. He got injured. I think he played part of the Shakhtar game and then got injured in the Liverpool game, the Community Shield, if I remember correctly, which was the second game I'd actually tried him in, and I did that on purpose, by the way. I'm just making sure Fernandes has a bad reputation for penalties. But, yeah, Bellingham is a similar story to Bellingham. He got an ACL injury, was out for 7 months, came back, didn't feel too good towards the end of the season, but this season he's kicked on well, and hopefully he can continue that. I was allowed to hold off on FIFA 23 as well, probably till November. Can't bother to buy the game for full price. I know it's going to be rubbish. Exactly. I'm not buying it for full price, and I'm also not buying it for the Xbox One because they've added almost nothing, and I don't want to have another FIFA on this console. I think I'm going to buy the Series X soonish.
Versus Manchester United. Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods.
I'm gonna try. The plan. It's not really a plan that is in concrete, set in stone. But what I'm thinking is, I get like maybe around Christmas time, I get the Xbox Series X, get FIFA for it, get a couple other games for it, and then New Year, like 2023 IRL. New Year's Day will be when the career mode starts for FIFA 23, if that makes sense. And I don't know what kind of format I'm going to be doing for that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing these one-game episodes, if I'm going to do longer streams and longer kind of videos. Just have like big streams like I did for the Cullingworth Create Club Career mode. I was wondering whether to do that. I was thinking the other week that if FIFA 22 wasn't about to be done with, recreating Alexander and doing a few seasons of a player career mode would be fun to see. You know what? That ain't a bad idea at all. I'd need to go back and find him and recreate his stats, but I maybe do a couple of seasons with him. I don't know what like I'd do for that, but that's actually a really good idea. I'd obviously have to place him at Manchester United, but we could always take loans, or we can always take like other kind of deals. And he'd have to play right mid, obviously. But that might be an idea. If I can actually create him, I need to create him as close as I can to the character he is. It would take a bit of time to create, but I'm actually down to do that if I get bored. If I get to the end of this career mode, we may do that. So I'm doing a player career with Makoko from Dortmund. This feels weird to play the game again, by the way. Do a career mode with Makoko from Dortmund, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I may think about doing that with Alexander. Actually, it's a really good idea. If not, I can always maybe recreate him in FIFA 23. And we'll do a player career mode with him on 23. He's become such a little cult hero in this series. Here he goes again, Alexander. Aussie man. We need Ronaldo to make the move. He's not doing. That's cool. You know what, Ronaldo, mate? Ronaldo, if you don't want to make the run, I know I'm not got a tactic on for you to make the run, so if you don't want to, just don't bother, mate. You are royalty at this club, apparently. You get away with what you want. Bellingham tried to put a foot in. He has done successfully. And it is Aussie men. He's clear. He's clear. Gone clear. It's a good save from Van der Voort, though. Can't wait to see the Harry Maguire statue outside Old Trafford. Absolute legend. Like, any other time, that would be satire and that would be sarcasm. But in this career mode, it actually could ring true. That's mental to think about. He's starting today. I'm giving him a little run out. Right, Finlay Alexander. Let's see him for... where is Maguire? Is he there? We'll go for Maguire. Probably lock onto Ozyman instead for some reason. Harry Maguire! Could loop in. It's into the hands of Van der Voort. Right, Van der Voort's not done the greatest of goal kicks there. It's Bellingham onto Ronaldo. Plays it off to Bruno. I think I played maybe 3 games of pro clubs since I got back. That's my FIFA experience since I got back. Bellingham from range. Ronaldo's not going to get the shot off there. It's too tight an angle. McTominay stabbing a Scott. Gets nudged off. Maguire. McTominay. Bruno. Tried not to send in. Little pass it to Alexander. Oh, what a save from Van der Voort. I told you he was a little weapon in career mode, and he does grow to be a good goalkeeper. And if I'm doing a road to glory next year, which I probably will, he might be one that comes in kind of late. There's a lot I kind of want to do in FIFA 23. I do want to do maybe a player career. Obviously, I want to do the road to glory, and I want to do a World Cup predictions, but I'll probably do World Cup predictions on here on FIFA 22 because it doesn't happen until November. Bellingham from range, it's blocked again. It's gonna be one of I've got a terrible feeling that it's gonna be one of those games where we absolutely dominate. They'll get one shot and they'll score.
João Teixeira. Plenty of forward momentum here.
We've also got room here because Shaw's up position, which we brought Guardiola across to sort of deal with, but it's not worked. And they're playing it around interestingly here. Good tackle by Shaw. Bruno. Out to Bellingham. This is the team that we should be convincingly beating. Like, we should have convincingly been beating Bournemouth, and I think I got really annoyed when we didn't, which makes sense. To be fair, Ronaldo turns his man. And it's in at the near post, and Cristiano Ronaldo opens the scoring. Here at the Hawthorns, we deserved it, and we got it. He's rubbish in my career. My first game in, he made me drop points by heading the ball into his own net, try to clear a corner. Immediately player sorts in with a random team in Saudi Arabia or some shite. He's still right in there. It's about the way you handle him. It's about the way you use Maguire. You have to have him, like, against a striker who's not going to be too fast. And you have to have him at corners at the other end when you have the corner. to head in every so often. He's become a little cult hero in his career. We just have to keep believing in him. Also, I wasn't planning on keeping Maguire. I was planning on selling Maguire and keeping Varane, but then Varane got his release clause met and wouldn't sign a new contract, so it had to be Maguire that stuck around. I want to keep one of the OG defenders around. The other one's already gone. I suppose Shaw's still here. But we needed centre-back cover. We had only 2 centre-backs once Varane's release clause was met. Because I wasn't planning on selling Varane, I was planning on just selling Lindelof and Bailly. Mengi was out on loan. I wasn't really going to sell Varane, but kind of happened. But Maguire has taken the ball and run with it with his career mode. He's done very well in some games. Alexander. On to Bellingham. It's 2. It could become a cricket score here, quite frankly. Jude Bellingham gets his 6th. I believe he's now the official top scorer in the Premier League for Manchester United. And he has come alive this season. I love him. I love him. Put him a bit further forward than McTominay, but also still in the action. He has been very, very good. And it's that man Alexander with another assist. He's just a fucking machine. Now, do I record 2 episodes today, or do I just record the 1? I'm debating on recording just the 1, to be honest. It's a great finish from Jude Bellingham. And we are 2 to the good here at the Hawthorns, and it might actually become a bit of a rugby score here. Bear in mind that I haven't played in over a week, and it's still winning, which is good. I mean, it's not really affecting my gameplay too much. What I am going to do as well, and I may change my mind on this, but I'm going to start FIFA 23 on Legendary and just play on there, and whatever we get is whatever we get. So if we lose like 60 games in a season and win like maybe 3, then that's what happens, because I want it to be a bit harder. That sounds really weird when I put it like that, but I want to play on Legendary. I need to get used to Legendary, really. Pussy out and going to World Class every year isn't that. Ronaldo, worth a shot in it.
And it was pretty straightforward. Well, a change to the scoreline in the Chelsea game.
Maguire to McTominay. Controls it well. 88 rated player would do, to be fair. Bellingham,
Alex with the info as ever.
I know I've got Alexander on free roam. I don't want to complain about him because he's my golden child in his career mode. But why the fuck is he not on his side in that situation? Ronaldo. Aussie man was not who the ball was meant to go to, but it wouldn't have got to Fernandez. It was for Fernandez, but it wouldn't have got to him either. So it doesn't really matter in that situation. Shaw closed down the West Brom counter there. Bruno. Plenty of room. Just playing it inside. Ronaldo. McTominay. Bruno showing off a bit there with the back heel. Bellingham. He's got the ability to carry this forward a bit. Aussie men. McTominay, that was for Ronaldo, so now it's kind of fucked me a little bit. Bruno can stay on side and get the ball here. Needs to try and get around Furlong. Ball in. Bellingham. Not going to be able to meet it. It's going to fall to them.
And I think the threat has been averted.
Good read by Mazwai, and he's got the room now. He's gone past the left back. Will it be 3? No, because the cross has gone behind Aussie man.
Piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Wants to attack from the wide areas.
And now Bruno is doing his defensive duties as the cam.
Well, beating his opponent.
Things you have to see from our boy Bruno. There's a reason he's captain. He's got that good attitude, and he blocks it. Granted, I think he's blocked it with his hand, but that wasn't intentional. Sorry, it has to be said, watching this team could only be described as a sexual experience. They're so fucking fun to use, man. It's such a fun team to use. Even the players like Benzema and Ronaldo, who had a bit of a weird start to the season, they seem to have come about a bit more. Ronaldo scored today. Benzema, I believe, scored in one of the games that I lost because I didn't know Twitch had changed its settings.
And firing it to the near post.
And it's just such a fun team to use. I mean, Man United anyway are just a fun team to use because of Man United, but you get my point. Bruno. We need a counter here. Luke Shaw's making that run down the left. You'll have to see it. That's a ball and a half from Bruno. Not this into either Ronaldo or Aussie men. Aussie men is the one that gets it. Ronaldo was not the plan there. If it goes, oh, Ronaldo wasn't even offside. Or was he? He was offside. Well, the thing is, I wasn't actually looking to play that to Ronaldo. It was meant to go to Alexander. But of course, in FIFA 22, you have to aim for the offside player regardless. Why would you want to continue your attack when it could just stop in an instant, you know?
And using his strength to shield the ball.
I'm probably going to be one of the only YouTubers still doing FIFA 22, because I think everyone has moved on to FIFA 23 now. I believe release is, like, early access is today, if I'm talking correctly, and the game comes out October 1st or September 30th, towards the end. In a few days, pretty much. But I'm going to keep doing this. Like I said, Chelsea and Leeds are drawing at the moment. I need Leeds to pull out madness. If they draw, they're still a point ahead of me if we win here. I need Leeds to get a winner from nothing. I need Leeds to do the job. Ronaldo and Bellingham doing the job for us. We're leading 2-0, and we've quite frankly been a better team, which we should be against West Brom. Yeah, Chelsea drawing 1-1. Man City drawing as well. If Man City draw, we'll clear them by a couple of points if we win here. But the two teams that we're looking at drawing 1-1. Spurs losing as well to West Ham. Newcastle beating Leicester, and the other game was Brighton and Everton. I think that was a goalless draw. I've gone off the games now. Match facts. Let's take a look at the what's the word? Stats. 60-40 in terms of possession, 8 shots to 1, 3.3 expected goals to 0.0. You can tell I'm better practice. It's been about 10 days that I haven't done this. If they haven't fixed passing in FIFA 23, I'm going to lose my marbles. It's a joke in FIFA 22. I know, it's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense sometimes, but I think they've actually optimized it a little bit. From what I've seen, it looks a little bit better. But, I mean, obviously, it was actually good at the start of this year's game as well, and then patches came out, and it just went to shit. I could actually just dribble through this whole team with Alexander. It's mental how good he is and how fast he is. 98 pace as well. 98 pace, and he's only 20. The problem is, I don't think we're going to see the full impact of Alexander. I may delay a player career mode for him till FIFA 23. That's for. I mean, I think Ronaldo's offside, which is why it's targeted there instead. But it was for Ronaldo. Romero has gone to Atalanta, I believe. Don't know if that's a done deal or a possible deal. But we're in December, so even if it is a done deal, it won't go for yet. We'll go for till January. Maguire. You know what? They deserve it, is what I would say if I was lying. It's a goal for West Brom. I'd much rather watch you players career mode than people spend thousands on virtual cards and Ultimate Team in FIFA 23. Career mode gets no love from content creators. It's mad. There's a few good career mode YouTubers, but there's more Ultimate Team players. I'm not really sure how that's bounced off Donnarumma straight back to the striker, but it's alright. They absolutely deserve that, you know. Game won't let me get hold of Maguire soon enough. That gets in front. Comes off Donnarumma straight back to the goal scorer in the end. 2-1. That's his second shot of the game. I believe their first shot on target, for anyone counting at home. I don't know why I keep doing these kickoffs where I put it out to the left or the right, and I kind of just try and make a run for it. Maybe isn't the. I've released that to Bellingham before I've been tackled. If they make it 2-2, I'm vexed, to be fair, because like they don't deserve it. But they might have done that thing where the opposing team becomes like prime Barcelona in the second half, so I bet against it. Bellingham, Alexander should be able to clear here. He gets a little bit caught. All right, ref. One of those has got to be something. It's a free kick anyway. I don't know which foul he's actually decided to go with there. The centre back one or the full back one. I think he's pulled it back to the full back one, which wasn't really anything more than the little catch. But it is a foul, and that's all that matters. We'll get the free kick, and we will take it. Well, we're doing this career mode for at least the next month, so we've got plenty of time. Depends when it might be early November by the time we get this done. That's a fucking foul, referee. Dominic, try to get it off quickly to Ronaldo. Back into Stamina. Scott! Oh, almost worked there. Combination between Ronaldo and McTominay. They led to a third.
This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity.
No, West Brom may have a counter-attack on here.
A perfect ball now.
Shaw once again caught out of position. He's cleaned it up. Fair fucks, teammate. I was about to yell at you, but you've done well. Bruno Fernandes, not really optimised on this side, but he seems to be doing all right with it. Ronaldo tackled.
That looks a really entertaining game. Two good teams with two excellent coaches.
I can't wait for that one.
And I want to be Mazraoui, but it's put me to centre back first.
The cross is on.
Now Mazraoui does have Grant in the corner. It's going to be played back to Maluso, who will probably put the ball in here towards Maguire, who will head it away. And that's what I can do when I get to control Maguire in time. Alexander should clear it here. Oh, try to touch past Bartley, but he's done very well. We're making our substitutions imminently as well. We're on 67th minute. I didn't realise we were that far in, to be fair. Bellingham. Aussie man. Ronaldo is going to try and be picked out here, but I think with the lack of pace he does have now, it's going to be a stretch. Alexander wins the header. Aussie man. Bruno takes it around his man. I'm going to try to take it back around. It's not worked out. We're going to make substitutions. I don't know when it'll happen, but we will have a little gander at what we've got on the bench. Nunez will come on for CR7 with Bruno making way for Rashi. And I usually would have the Van der Beek Bellingham swap, but we're going to actually bring on Cucurella for Shaw instead. I've seen this film before. They've randomly turned to the greatest team of all time. Yeah, they've become fucking prime Barcelona. They've cooled down a little bit, but it's still annoying. If they equalise, which I feel like they will anyway, because it's this game. I think Chelsea are leading now. Yeah, fucking sick. Chelsea are leading now, so the result won't matter here. I mean, obviously it will matter because we want 3 points, but it won't matter in terms of the table. McTominay outstrengths Blanco and will bring it away with him. Stamina Scott.
Well, let's see what they have in store.
Alexander. Back into McTominay. On one more to Ronaldo. It's a bit heavy from the Scotsman, which you wouldn't expect usually from a player of his calibre in his career mode anyway. Guardiola wins the header. Bellingham controls it. Off to Aussie man, who turns into trouble. Are we even going to get these substitutions made? I might have to kick the ball off soon just to get these substitutions on. Mazraoui versus Grant here. Grant's actually faster apparently according to FIFA 23. Whatever. FIFA 22. We've got FIFA 23 in the brain. Mazraoui tackles for the corner. We're going to make the changes. Corner will be taken imminently, but we're going to make our triple sub first. Carl and Grant will also make way for Ianis Hadji. We're doing a triple sub as well, just to freshen things up a bit, because we do have Wolves in a matter of days. And I will record another episode straight after this one because it feels good to be back, to be honest with you. Maguire, Alexander, this is the man you want to counter-attack with. Aussie men. How does it, like... Okay, no, we've got the ball back, we'll try again. I don't know how it's gone there. I'm in for Aussie men, but alright. Rashi. Aussie men. Bellingham will get another one, and that will wrap up the game. Jude Bellingham may actually be our contender for the Golden Boot this season. Usually, like I said, I would have Bellingham make way for Van der Beek, but Van der Beek is still a bit tired, and Bellingham's been playing very good today. I could maybe give Van der Beek a nod against Wolves. But that is another goal, and that is another 3 points. Well, it should be another 3 points wrapped up for Manchester United. Jude Bellingham, take a bow, son.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now.
This technically is Season 3, Episode 24, but because of Twitch's new policy I didn't know about, it's now Season 3, Episode 22.
Can he play it in?
Alexander, Aussie man. Referee, no, take the free kick on that one. We'll take the free kick on that one. I know it's not going to be a card or anything, but I want to take a free kick on this one. Imagine what Jude would look like if he didn't miss such a large amount of time with injuries. What a player. I don't know what rating he is now. I think he's 83, but he would be like an 85, 86. He'd be similar to Donny. He'd probably keep Donny out of the team more than he does already. I don't want to keep Donny out of a team though, because Donny van de Beek has been such a he's been such a staple in this career mode. He's been our cult hero of this career mode. We've rebuilt his career. Marcus Rashford to take it because Bruno has gone off.
Rashford!
Oh, he's got him. I thought he'd saved it for a corner. The reaction there was like nothing because I thought he'd actually saved it for a corner. But Marcus Rashford, if it wasn't done deal, it is now. That's why I wanted the free kick, because I've actually gotten good at them despite the fact that the new free kick system is out in about 3 days. Marcus Rashford, Van der Voort gets a hand to it, but it ain't enough to prevent us getting a fourth. My star boy, what a star he is. Comes off the bench and always supplies something. This season he's been involved in a couple of equalisers, a couple of late winners as well. And he scores there. Darwin Nunez, not picked out on that occasion, good bit of defending.
And I'm hearing that something has happened in the City game.
And
from Alex.
McTominay, not McTominay, Maguire, is out of position. Bellingham to McTominay. There's a goal happening somewhere else. Ajayi has taken down Aussie men, who is complaining for a foul.
Alex, thank you
I'd
very
agree.
much.
Oh, Southampton took the lead against City. Oh, that's big if they can hold that. Mazouai tackles. It's a corner to West Brom. We've got 5 minutes out of time. Rashford is absolutely correct at free kicks in my career. He's generally scores absolute world-class goals. He's so good once you just grow him. I think he's 89 now in this career mode. He's just potential's brilliant on him. Dynamic potential does wonders for him as well. I don't know what his actual potential is, but he's 89 now and he's going to go over 90 before the end of the season. He's fucking good. And it hurts me to have to put him on the bench sometimes, but Alexander is the star boy as well. We've got this new formation now where Bruno has to play, I guess. There's so many people that have to play that unfortunately some players have to be left out sometimes. I do give Rashford quite a good bit of game time though. He's usually off the bench, however. But sometimes I will start him. What are we going to do here? Probably concede. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends 4-2. We have to concede. It's part of the fun factor of this career mode. I think Donnarumma has tipped that, to be honest. I don't know if it was necessary, but he has done. I think it was going to arc in to the bottom right, so it's smart. He's like an 82 or something in FIFA 23. Breaks my heart. I pulled so hard for him to reignite that spark he had in prior seasons. I really want him to as well. I can't believe they downgraded him. I mean, I can believe it. I can believe they downgraded him because he didn't have a great season last season, but he started to come alive this season, so hopefully he can kick on and become the Rashford we know and love. Speaking of the man, I've released that to Aussie men a long time before it actually has released to Aussie men. We won't get this attack off. Might as well just play it around the midfield. And that will do it here at the Hawthorns. Talking about how they beat us 4-1 last time. I think we were here. I don't remember the exact stadium location, but I do remember the 4-1 loss to West Brom. Today, we are the 4-1 winners. A brace from Bellingham, a goal from Ronaldo, and a goal from the free kick from Marcus Rashford as well. Gives us the 4-1 victory. Goal from Dyke was not enough to dampen our spirits, even though we would like to clean sheet. We do win 4-1 here on the day. I love how the two sets of goals came like between each other in like close minutes, because the first two goals 21 minutes and 26, and then the second load of goals came between 81 and 85, so it's just like two groups of goals close together. Poetic that scoreline is, exactly. If it was I would say it's scripted, but you know. Anyway, 59-41 in terms of possession for Manchester United on the day. 11 shots to 4 against the West Brom Albion, and 4.7, I can't read, expected goes to 1.2. I believe the man of the match does go to Jude Bellingham, which you can't deny at all. He has come around like a beast in this career mode this season. Jude Bellingham getting 2 goals and a 10 rating. Finlay Alexander an 8, and of course an assist. Finlay Alexander and assists are like, I don't know what to compare it to, but basically it happens. It just happens every game. Ronaldo popping up with a goal as well, a 7.9. He felt good to use today, to be fair. Aussie men with 7.7 and an assist. Harry Maguire, defensive general, getting a 7.5, and didn't get any contributions or anything, but 100% in his shot accuracy, which I don't even remember him shooting. Oh, the header in the first half. 100% pass accuracy, 100% dribble accuracy, 100% tackle accuracy, consistency from my man Maguire. Although I maybe can blame him a little bit for the goal, but 7.3 for Bruno and an assist, and Rashford coming off the bench to bag with a free kick and a 6.8. Guardiola 5.9, maybe a bit mean. I don't think anyone's earned a 5.9, but and of course Nunez and Cucurella getting low ratings because they just came on towards the end. But I mean, 5.9 for Guardiola, that's a bit rude, really, isn't it? Alright, the match for West Brom, if you can pick one, it is Daryl Dyke with the goal and a 7.8, and then Diangana, even though he got an assist, still got a 5.8. It was per from West Brom. They got a little bit lucky with their goal. And we'll go into the post-match interview. I didn't see the Chelsea score. What was it? I wasn't looking at my... I can't lie, I wasn't looking at my screen. We'll see when we see the league table. I know, or I hope, Southampton did the job over Man City because they scored late. The headlines after today will be all about Bellingham's stunning performances, 2 goals and seals the victory. What are your thoughts about your star man? He's fucking brilliant. You should get some kind of Medal of Honor or something. You made McTominay, Maguire, and Donny absolute stars. You're a miracle worker. It's just believing in your players. In real life, for some reason, that isn't a thing. A remarkable run. We're still undefeated since the Leicester game, and we're not obsessed with the run. We're obsessed with trying to get to the top, try to catch up with Chelsea. But I do appreciate the ego boost. Nobody expected West Brom to give United a test, and they didn't. Although you have to be scared sometimes. Games kind of go awry. A win is a win, but that's all. Just focus on what this means for the league table. Chelsea is still 3 points clear, but I believe we are now 3 points clear.
Thanks very much.
Of local rivals Manchester City, if the Southampton score stayed the same, but I don't know if it did. So what are we looking at? Progress assessment. Well, look at the table first. We'll take a look at all that mumbo jumbo in a minute. It'll be telling me that I've not done, I've not played fucking too many training drills with Victor Lindelof from another club or something. It'll be some job or some progress assessment I don't care about, is my point. Chelsea top still. They did end up beating Leeds, I believe it was that they played. But Southampton doing a little madness for us really helps. I wish we'd been at Villa Park today, though. 4-3 scoreline there. Great game for the neutrals. Spurs losing to West Ham. So after this episode, the top 4 could change, actually, because Wolves still have their game in hand. So, well, it can't. Can it? Maths? No, it can't. I thought Wolves were 5th. We'll sim up to the next game and then we'll look at that. What is it? Youth development. Mate. Respectfully, in the most respectful way, why do we need to do youth development? Brand exposure, we're going to get 20 wins. We could sign someone in January to get our objective done. We should hopefully win the Champions League, but, you know, strange things happen. Premier League will be a fun little race. FA Cup, we could probably do. We've done that last season. And the crucial players make a profit of 86%. 86 million. I don't really care about, and neither do the board, because it's a 5 rated objective. Better manager than me, sold Maguire, Fred, and Bailly after one mistake. That's what I did with Fred, to be fair. That's supposed to be back into the action. Definitely felt it was the right move. I mean, you've been the last 3 games, or last 2 games. So, you're welcome, to be fair. We had some new stuff to the press conferences. They're so repetitive after a few games. I believe, and I don't want to burst your bubble here, but I believe it's the exact same. I think there's new options you can pick, but that's about it. Guys, just sit still for a second. Chelsea have played their game and they have lost. Chelsea have played their game and they've lost. Now, for any mathematicians who reside in this stream, that means if we beat Wolves, because we're on the same goal difference, if we beat Wolves, we will go top. Now, whoever beat them, I'll give you a kiss. Who was it that beat them? I really hope it's some North London derby's ending in Arsenal's favour. I really hope it's some kind of shit team. Oh, it's Leicester. You know what? That was fine. We lost to Leicester. I'll accept that. Respect for Leicester. But also, I guess respect for Chelsea because we did lose to Leicester too, and we also lost to Leicester 3-0, so they did better than we did. But Leicester, it's weird because Leicester last season were in a relegation battle. Now they're back going towards Europe. But anyway, to round out this episode, to round out this Premier League table, Chelsea finish this episode top. We do have a game in hand on them, which we'll play up next. If you're on Twitch, I'm going to do that episode straight after. If you're on YouTube, of course, we'll go back to the daily upload schedule that I'm going to try and keep again. This last weekend was a little blip, but we can move on from that. But yeah, Chelsea top of the league, Manchester United second, Manchester City third after losing to Leeds, Liverpool fourth. I don't know if they lost. Did Liverpool lose? Did Liverpool even play? They drew to Arsenal. All right, Arsenal right there on the back burner to maybe get in to the top four. They've had a really good season in Champions League and in Premier League. They've got a really good team at this point, do Arsenal, to be fair. Spurs down in 8th. Continuing reading down the table. The relegation zone currently consists of Leeds, West Brom. Oh my god, my voice just went. West Brom and Sheffield United. We've not really helped West Brom's survival campaign here by beating them 4-1, but they didn't really help my Premier League campaign by beating me 4-1 last year, so goes around, comes around. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. We're back with a bang, 4-1 win. Bellingham is our top scorer in the Premier League personally. Possibly top scorer in all competitions now. He is a fucking machine. But that will do it. We've got Wolves up next in 6th place. It ain't going to be easy, but it is going to be a fun one to do. So, what we're going to do is we're going to end it there. They're either close to relegation or top 10. It's wild. Yeah, Leicester don't have any kind of in-between. They'll either be pushing for Europe or going down. Last year, I think they finished 16th in the end, or 15th or something. But this year, they've been very good. They've beaten Chelsea, they've beaten us. The top 2 teams, they've got points over already. So fair play to them. Also, I don't think I covered this, but we do have our round of 16 opponents in the Champions League. Now, I know who they are already, because you can go on the calendar and check before the actual draw is officially done. But we'll take a look here at them. So these are the round of 16 matches. As you can see, we've got Sevilla. But looking at the entire bracket, PSG will go against Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid will be against Manchester City. Liverpool against Bayern Munich. Galatasaray versus Leverkusen. Borussia Dortmund versus Arsenal. FC Barcelona versus Inter. Wolfsburg versus Monaco. And Sevilla versus Manchester United. Now, in real life, we've got a little bit of a bad history with Sevilla in the Champions League. Which reminds me of the Mourinho era, where we somehow lost to Sevilla. But we're going to hopefully not do that in the career mode. They will have a good team by this point, however, if they've gotten to round 16. And those games will take place. The first leg will take place 20th of February, so it's way down the line yet. And the second leg will take place 13th of March. So that is our round of 16 for the Champions League. It's not a bad draw. It could have been a lot worse. There's some heavyweight matches. There's some fucking heavyweight matches. But of course, it's a Champions League. It's always going to be heavyweight matches. But ladies and gentlemen, that will round out this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you very, very soon for the game against Wolves. Bye for now.